Hexagons occur in nature in beehives. We are going to be doing a project all about the hive, where we think about helpers in our community. We are going to create hexagons using strips of paper. We'll fold that into 8 sections, glue it together, and begin our construction. There's a half. Now I'm folding it into quarters. Now I have got 4 sections, divided that into quarters, and now we're going to fold again. So I'm going to fold this folded edge into the center as carefully as I can to crease it nicely. I'm going to fold my creased edge into the center. And that creates 8 even sections. Now we're going to glue one tip to one edge there, and we'll cut this edge off. Now that creates a hexagon. It's not perfect yet, but it will be after we work with it a little while. Once you've created a hexagon, this depth part, the edges of our shape, then you can find some interesting paper to glue your shape onto. I'm finding an interesting background piece of paper to attach to the walls of my hexagon. And after that, I make sure the paper is large enough for my hexagon. I test that out before running a bead of glue along the edge of my wall. You may have to hold it and count to 20 so that the glue starts to stick well. While this piece is drying, I'll show you another. Originally I tried something smaller for this shape. And the thing I was going to do was trim off the excess paper. And then I would have a nice little hive. Oh, cut through. But this is too tall because I'm going to try and design some symbol in the middle of this hexagon, because just like bees live in a colony that is supportive, each bee benefits from the other bee's work. We're thinking about the workers in our community and even just in our school and how those people are contributing to our life, and we're going to make a little symbol or a design inside of each hexagon. Right now I found this ledger paper as my background that looks a little bit like the way people used to keep their books. They used to write down numbers and columns and rows like this, and I'm thinking about Miss Tyner up in the school office and how she, our bookkeeper, keeps track of student rosters and things like that. So she's not always the most noticed person in the school, but she does an important job. So I'm going to think about a symbol for her, and I'm going to design this one hexagon for Miss Tyner. When you have your shape glued down to your base, then it's time to cut it out. Now I don't want to waste all of this nice designed paper, so I'm first going to do a bubble cut where I just cut around this shape a little bit. And now this scrap of paper is still worth keeping, so I'm going to put that aside. And I can come here and clean up this cut. Now if you're not really talented with scissors, you might decide to leave little tabs like I've done here. That's not a problem either. You can just fold that tab up and glue it to the outside of your hexagon. And later, when we have multiple hexagons, we'll connect them and you won't even notice the side so much. You will be able to see the inside of this little shadow box, this cradle panel here. But we're going to glue this tab down, since I made a tab. Just a little bit of glue, not tons of glue, not puddles of glue.